If you've ever lived through a real old-fashioned Canadian winter, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the mild cold we get these days. No, I mean that deep, soul-chilling winter that burned your face and made you run for the wood stove, wrapping yourself in blankets just to listen to the wind howling outside. Those were the days when clothes took forever to dry, ice sealed the doors shut, and you'd wake up in the dark wondering if it was still the middle of the night. The weather might have changed, but those memories, they're as vivid as ever. Do you remember waking up and it feeling like a battle? That biting cold that snuck through every crack in the door and shot up your bare feet from the icy floor. We'd burrow under the blankets with just our noses poking out, waiting for someone brave enough to light the stove. And when you finally got up, that shock of freezing air hitting your face was a jolt like no other. The tap water was so cold it actually hurt your hands. A shower? That was only for the truly courageous, a quick dash in and out, drying off as close to the stove as you could get. The wood-burning stove was the heart of the home. It was where life happened. Everyone gathered around it, drawn to its warmth. That smell of burning wood, the smoky scent that clung to your clothes and your hair. It's a smell that can still bring a lump to your throat today. You'd see Mom or Grandma adding another log, stirring a big pot of beans, or pulling out fresh homemade bread. We'd all be there in our thickest socks, sometimes 2 or 3 pairs, with our hands stretched out, trying to soak up every bit of that heat. It was a warmth that thawed you from the outside in, but it was more than just the fire. It was the affection, the simple act of being together. And what about the winter clothes back then? That heavy wool coat, maybe one Grandma knitted herself. Those itchy sweaters that you hated, but you wore because they were genuinely warm. The hand-knitted gloves, the toque pulled down over your ears, and a scarf wrapped around your neck so many times you could barely turn your head. We looked like little marshmallows waddling through the snow, bundled up against the elements. You'd come inside with rosy cheeks and a runny nose, feeling like you'd conquered a frozen world. At night, bedtime was an event. You'd dive under what felt like 1,000 blankets. Those heavy woolen blankets that weighed you down but gave you this incredible sense of safety and protection. And who could forget the hot water bottle? That red rubber bag filled with water heated on the stove and tucked down at your feet under the covers. It was pure magic. Getting out of that warm cocoon in the morning was the hardest part of the day. Winter had its own soundtrack back then. The sound of the wind whistling through the trees, rattling the windows and the roof tiles. The rhythmic drumming of heavy rain on a tin roof. And inside, the cozy crackling of the fire, the hiss of the kettle on the stove, and the gentle clank of a spoon against a pot. These were the sounds of safety, the sounds of home. And the smells, the smells of an old-fashioned winter kitchen. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee, of warm bread straight from the oven, of a steaming pot of soup simmering on the stovetop. The earthy smell that rose from the ground after a cold rain. Even the unique scent of clothes being ironed with a charcoal iron. These are smells that are so deeply tied to our memories, smells we just don't encounter much anymore. They instantly transport you back to a simpler time. Winter nights were long and quiet. There was no scrolling on a phone until late. No Netflix to binge watch. There wasn't the same rush we feel today. Instead, we gathered, we talked, we told stories. Dad would talk about his day. Mom would be knitting or embroidering, and the kids would just listen, soaking it all in. Sometimes it was just comfortable silence with only the sound of the rain and the crackle of the fire. In those moments, you felt completely safe, completely at home. We had everything we needed. We were happy, and we didn't even realize how special it was. And the food. My goodness, the winter food was something else. Hearty bean soup, steaming bowls of chowder, tourja, or a rich beef stew. Sweet potatoes baked right in the ashes of the stove, roasted chestnuts, and popcorn popping in a pan. For dessert, maybe a slice of pumpkin pie or a simple warm cake served with coffee. This was food that warmed your belly and your soul. Food that tasted like home because it was made with time, patience, and a whole lot of love. Early in the morning, when the sun was just starting to peek over the horizon, you'd open the door to a world painted white. Frost covering every surface. The leaves on the trees frozen solid, and your breath pluming in the air like a dragon. You'd see the puddles of water capped with a thin layer of ice. That pale, weak sun would try its best to warm things up, but the cold always won. It was a real respectable cold. A cold that made you truly appreciate warmth, a cozy house, and your family. Today, winter has changed, and it's not just the weather. Life itself has changed. We're always running, always working, always staring at a screen. We don't sit by the fire and just be. We don't tell stories like we used to. We don't feel time passing slowly. And then, every once in a while, you'll catch that scent of burning wood on the air. Or you'll feel that familiar, cutting cold on your skin. And for a moment, you stop, and you remember. You remember being a kid, when life was simpler, when you had time to just feel. And you get that ache, that longing to go back, even just for a day. Those who lived through those winters know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not just the cold that's different. It's us. But the memories stay. They stay right here, inside, keeping us warm. Just like the heat from an old wood-burning stove. Did you live through this? What's a winter memory that still warms your heart today? Share it in the comments below. Let's remember those beautiful, cold days together. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, please give this video a like and subscribe for more stories.